and Dow fell on Tuesday as focus shifted to the Federal Reserve, while the Nasdaq ended at an all-time high for the second straight day after briefly rising above 10,000 mark for the first time. US financial market operators NYSE held a moment of silence in honor of George Floyd, a 46-year-old African American who died on May 25. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 300 points, the S&P lost 25 points and Nasdaq added 29 points. Important news for Adani Green Energy, as the company has won government contract to build solar plants in India. As per the chairman of the company, Mr. Gautam Adani, the company will invest more than $6 billion over the next 5 years to build the plant. The total capacity of the plant will be 8 gigawatts, and chairman also told that Adani Green able to meet 25 gigawatt goal by 2025 without stake sale. Adani Green aims to win 10 gigawatt of projects in coming 6 to 8 months. Chairman also told that room to dilute 10 to 15% stake in Adani Green is there, and some companies are already in talks to buy their stake in Adani Green. Hero MotoCorp posted its Q4 earnings after market hour on Tuesday. Profit jumped 28% versus estimate owing to the lesser tax outgo in the fourth quarter. Revenue was just above the estimates. EBITDA was tad lower than the estimates, while margin was in line with the estimates. Apart from the estimates, if we compare the Hero MotoCorp numbers, the standalone numbers with its last year same quarter and the previous quarter, then all the parameters are declining, whether it is year on year or quarter on quarter. Let us focus on FII activities in yesterday's trading session and look what they did on yesterday in index future positions. FIIs created long of 2574 contracts, while they have liquidated short position of 2518 contracts. That resulted in net almost to the tune of 5000 contract addition in the long future contract. On the contrary, if you look at the call options, they have created a short call of 10,000 contracts and a long call of 4,000, around 4,000 contracts created on the long side. So net 6,000 addition on the short call. So we have seen a 5,000 contract addition on the long future, and they have created a 6,000 contract on the short side in call option. So basically they have hedged their positions, and in put option they have almost consolidated their positions. So net consolidation is seen here because whatever they have created in future positions, they have hedged basically through the call options. On your screen is the 30 minutes chart of USD INR zone future, and technically we can see here it is forming an inverse head and shoulder formation pattern, which is indicative of a trend reversal. Now since it is moving sideways for long, we can see it is struggling near to the neckline that is positioned around 75.82, and this has not been for so long, it has not been able to move up, sustain above that. So this level will be quite important to look at. If USD INR sustains above 75.82, we may see a jump at least of 60 paisa in coming days. But since it is moving sideways, the formation will lose its charm, because if it is not taking a breakout, it will fizzle out. The rally or the consolidation may fizzle out and we may see downside. So downside is from where the violation of the pattern will be observed is 75.45. If it moves below that, the formation will violate and we may see heavy selling pressure, because those who have consolidated in the range, they will sell it, and the seller is already present there, so it will create a double pressure on USD INR. So these two levels we should keep into mind while trading into USD INR future: 75.82 on the upper side and 75.45 on the downside. On your screen is 30-minute chart of Nifty spot. We have seen that in last two trading session, market tried and attempted to cross that gap resistance area, which is positioned near to the 10,300 to 10,335, but market has given up actually from there and reacted on the downside. Now what are the price point to look at? 10,080 is the first resistance, which will act as a resistance area for today's trading session, and if it sustains above that, it will try to move up to the double top formation, which is positioned at 10,175. Now if it does not move above and again show weakness, the most important support area, which will come around 9,040, and this will act as a cushion to the fall. So these are the price point to keep into mind while trading in today's trading session. On your screen you can see the 30-minute chart of Bank Nifty spot, and as we have expressed earlier that there is a lap of 600 points in the Bank Nifty, and the gyration point range is quite a bit higher, because the 1300 points gyration range we can see here, and in which the Bank Nifty is struggling last 4-5 days. So for today's trading session, it will be important to look at the 20,900 level on the upper side, and 20,300 will act as a cushion to the fall, and this will be quite important, because 20,300, if the Bank Nifty moves below that, that will mark the start of the downtrend, at least in a shorter time frame, because as per the Dow theory, if it moves below this, at least in shorter term, the market will see a downtrend. So 20,300 one should keep into mind while trading. This will be quite important, and if it moves above 20,900, then we may see again Bank Nifty moving towards 21,600. So these three price points will be important, at least for coming 3 to 4 trading session.
If you find any meaningful information in this video, then subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get future notifications.